Story for kids. Bruninho and King Midas, the true value of life. Bruninho was walking through a sunny field when he found a small golden door hidden among the trees. Curious as always, he opened it and was enveloped by a bright light. As his eyes adjusted, he realized he was in a gigantic castle, with walls and columns made of pure gold. Even the ground beneath his feet shimmered like the sun. As he wandered, Bruninho saw a man dressed in an elegant robe, wearing a gleaming crown. The man sat on a massive golden throne, but his expression was sad and lonely. "Hello, sir," Bruninho said politely. "Who are you?" The man sighed deeply. "I am King Midas. Perhaps you've heard stories about me." Bruninho thought for a moment and then remembered. "You're the king who got the golden touch, right? Everything you touch turns to gold." Midas nodded, his sadness growing even more evident. "Yes, at first I thought it was wonderful. Everything around me turned to gold, my walls, my clothes, even my food. But over time, I realized I can no longer enjoy the simple things in life. I can't hold a flower without it turning to metal, nor can I hug someone without freezing them in gold." Bruninho felt sorry for the king. "But why didn't you reverse the spell?" Midas shook his head. "Because to break the spell, someone pure of heart must help me remember what truly matters in life, and I forgot that long ago." Bruninho thought for a moment and then said, "I'll help you, King Midas. Let's leave the castle and find things that bring real happiness, without needing gold." The two left the golden castle and walked to a dry, lifeless garden, where Midas's touch had turned all the plants into golden statues. "Look, King Midas, the beauty of a garden comes from living flowers, colors, and scents, not from the shine of gold." The king gazed at the garden and sighed. "I miss that. Before the spell, I loved the sound of birds and the smell of flowers." Bruninho picked up a seed from the ground and planted it in a spot protected from the king's touch. True beauty comes from what grows naturally, not from what shines the brightest. They continued on and came across a family of rabbits happily hopping through a field. Bruninho smiled. "See how happy they are, even without gold. Happiness doesn't need riches." The king watched the rabbits playing and felt a pang of nostalgia. "I used to play with my son like that before all this." Finally, they reached a crystal-clear stream. Bruninho cupped some water in his hands and offered it to the king. "Drink. It's not made of gold, but it's the purest water you'll ever find." Midas hesitated for a moment, but then drank. For the first time in years, he felt the refreshing coolness of flowing water, and tears welled up in his eyes. "I had forgotten how good this felt." At that moment, the water began to glow and spread around them like a river of light. Suddenly, a wave of magical energy surrounded the king. The golden touch vanished, and everything around, trees, flowers, and animals, returned to its natural form. The once gleaming castle was now made of simple stone, but it was vibrant and full of life. Midas knelt before Bruninho. "Thank you, my boy. You helped me see what truly matters. It's not riches or the shine of gold, but love, nature, and the small joys of life." Bruninho smiled. Sometimes we forget that the simplest things are what make us happiest. As Bruninho prepared to return home, Midas watched him leave, now surrounded by blooming flowers, flowing streams, and the laughter of children running through the garden. For the first time in years, he felt free from the weight of gold. Bruninho returned to the sunny field where he had entered, happy to have helped the king and learned a valuable lesson. The best things in life can't be bought or turned into gold, they are simply lived.
Bruninho and King Midas teach us that true happiness lies in life's simplest pleasures. Love, nature, and the moments we share with those we care about. Material wealth may shine, but it's genuine feelings that truly warm the heart.
That was our story for today. Want to hear more awesome adventures? Then subscribe to our channel. And if you liked it, Give us a thumbs up so we know. See you in the next adventure with Bruninho's gang.